Welcome back to the Hoops Temple podcast. Y'all know me, Nathan Schwartz, and joining me on the computer, Blangelaaa. How's it going?
Going well.
Good. But Blangelaaa and I were once employed by the same company, became friends there. Blangelaaa is, how would you describe yourself on the internet?
Um, uh, just a dilly dallier, just a goofball, just a silly little gal. That's what I am on the internet.
A silly little gal, but also a nerdy, silly little gal with lots of good video game and anime and SpongeBob takes. I watched one of your streams. It was actually the day before uh,
Got
your
hired
interview.
in.
Yeah, because you put it on your resume.
Listen, I didn't want there to be a gap there. Like I had to look like I was doing something with my time.
That's good hiring practices, though. If you're in HR, you check out what's on people's resumes. You look at it. So, uh, Angela, what would you say your relationship is to basketball and specifically the NBA?
Okay. I wasn't really into basketball. I did it for 4 years. I was in basketball from fifth grade to eighth grade. And I only played post, so I was always under the hoop. I was in charge of getting those rebounds. I don't think I ever really, I wasn't that aggressive. So I wasn't really like jumping up for them. I was just kind of hoping they would fall into my hand. Like, I'm
Hmm.
just not a very big basketball person IRL, like me playing.
Sure.
But my brother loved the NBA. Same thing with my dad, but my brother mainly, like that was his stuff. And we would play like 2K all the time together, and he would show me like I don't know what it is about NBA memes, but they're the funniest things in the entire universe. Like I would go back to having a Twitter just to be on like NBA Twitter and see those silly memes.
Sure.
But like that's kind of like what got me into it. And like then me and my brother would start going to Piston games. I know Pistons fan. It is rough right now. um I used to like the Suns for a while. I don't really have an answer as to why. Like I have a few like Phoenix Sun shirts. Not I
Yeah.
don't I like them.
What era of Phoenix Sunsdom were you a part of?
Oh my god. It was like in high school. I want to say like 2017. Like
Oh my God. They weren't even good then.
no, they were so bad. I remember watching their games and I'd be like, "Wait, why am I a fan of them?"
Hey, sometimes it's fun to root for the bad teams. Like there is enjoyment in like mediocrity or chaos or just
Yep.
bad times. Like, I mean, as Pistons fans, what you have to learn to embrace, right?
Oh my god, yes. Like I have to like deal with just being like, "Yes, Cunningham is on my team." Like that's what I have to deal with. So, embracing
Well,
it.
Well, you posted a video to your YouTube channel not too long ago about how to save dying franchises. The Pistons should probably look into that. Although your video was about video game franchises and how to kind of freshen things up, and you brought up NBA Street Volume 3, where it's not just NBA players, but it is also the Nintendo franchise IP, the Beastie Boys, and I
Yep.
feel like something else, but and that gave me the idea to invite you on because we just had the NBA Celebrity Game, and those games are always awful. There are a bunch of people that no one knows who they are. We had a YouTube streamer with us last year. No knock, that's what we are. Um, they had a chef. They had
The chef.
yeah. Apparently, he's like a 5-star chef, which like I'm down to check out the food, but I was like, where's the basketball connection here?
Where are like people that are into this?
They did have the guy that played Magic Johnson in HBO's Winning Time, and I was like, I'm down to see if he could actually hoop. That's like
That's
kind of cool.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. And they have some WNBA players, some XNBA players, some NFL guys, but like I felt like we could do a better All-Star game and specifically a better 2K Celebrity All-Star game. So we're here to draft our teams. Angela, would you like the first pick? Anybody from either real world celebrity, TV, movies, video games, anime, if it's a person or has two hands and can shoot a basketball, who are you going with?
Okay, I think my first draft is going to be the Psycho from the Borderlands series. I don't know if you've ever played Borderlands.
I haven't.
So,
Why the Psycho? What
because
has the
he's
Psycho got going on?
aggressive. He's aggressive, and that's something I lacked. And I love seeing aggressive players on the court.
So are we thinking like Dennis Rodman, Ron Artest, like psycho aggressive? I mean, I
Oh
guess
my
it's in the
god.
name. He's a
What
psycho.
was
Is
the
he?
guy that was on the Pistons that got into a fight? I cannot
Uh,
remember his name.
Ben Wallace.
But yes.
Yeah.
Like that's what
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I like it. For my first pick, I've been watching a ton of One Piece right now.
Oh my
So I'm
god.
gonna go with Monkey D. Luffy. I feel like the ability to stretch those gumbo arms, that has got to be useful in a basketball context, right?
Yeah, you won't even have to jump. Like you can just dunk by just shooting his arm up.
Yeah. I considered Robin, but because like she can just make billions of arms appear, but I feel like Luffy's probably, he's got a little bit more
Yeah.
celebrity, a little bit more gravitas there. The
Oh,
fans are gonna come to see him
absolutely.
play.
Like I feel like too, like he could totally be like just like the star of the team, like the LeBron James of like this like character team. Like everyone's like, "Oh my god, yeah, like I got a Luffy jersey. Like he is the best."
Yeah. And I think part of the celebrity game is you have to have people that someone's excited to see. You can't have the like most obscure third character. Like I forget who was the lightning guy that they fought in Skypiea.
Oh my god, like the weird god dude. I can't even like
Yeah.
Enaru. I think it was Enaru.
He would have been so good at basketball, but does anyone care about watching Enaru play basketball? I don't think so.
No, not in the slightest.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm going with Luffy.
perfect, awesome.
Who is your second pick?
Oh my
I
god.
really hope we don't
Okay.
have too much overlap because I do not have a lot of video game and anime knowledge, but I do have some real celebrities here.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I could like totally throw in a
A real
celebrity.
life person.
Yeah, like Kurt Russell, like the guy that did like Escape from New York and Big Trouble in Little China and I think Sky High, like that Disney movie.
Yeah.
I think he would be good. Maybe like younger Kurt Russell. I don't even know how old he is now. But yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like he would also be kind of like the Kevin Durant of the team. Like he would just leave and everyone would be mad at him. So because he would
Deuces
just
them out.
hop all over. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I guess I'll go with a real life person as well. I'm gonna go Jason Momoa.
Oh my
I just feel like
god.
whenever he's in, he just brings fun and like craziness
hmm
too. I don't know that it's gonna go particularly well. I don't know what his skill set is, but I imagine him like I'm just gonna dribble and then chuck it from half court because why not? And like
And
let's
everyone's
let's
mad because he
have
doesn't
fun
make
with it.
it.
Yeah, but he'd be fun to watch. He'd be
Oh,
entertaining.
absolutely. He'd be like the most
Great social media,
entertaining.
great social media presence.
Oh yeah.
All right, who's your third pick?
My God, let me take a look. I think Sonic.
Oh, I didn't even think about Sonic.
Yeah, because
That's a
he's
lot of
very,
speed.
very fast, and he can also turn himself into a ball. So, like, let's say, like, I don't
Mm.
know what happened to this hypothetical basketball, but it's gone, and so now they have to use Sonic. I feel like he could. I mean, they have to trust that he won't cheat, but like he could, and like that's like the winning team. Like he's gonna win every time.
What if he just like rolls himself into a ball around the ball, and then he can just like speed through and like pop up, and then someone can dunk him?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that either. Like, because you can't even get that. Like, how are you gonna play defense against something like that? Like,
Ex- exactly. Do you have
yeah.
anyone tall on your team?
Oh my god, I don't think I do. Wait, hold on.
Well, I don't know. I don't think Kurt Russell's all that tall. How tall is the
No,
Psycho?
very not tall.
Okay.
Um, Let me think of a tall person I could add. Oh my god, I was just like thinking of just like the most obscure people like to be on like a basketball team and trying to make it work, you know?
See, you have to have someone tall to dunk the Sonic the Hedgehog basketball.
I guess I would throw like
Wait, wait.
Sephiroth in there. Like he's really tall and he's got a sword. So,
What is Sephiroth from?
he's from Final Fantasy.
Sephiroth, Final Fantasy.
Sephiroth.
Seth with a P?
Like have you ever played Smash Bros?
Oh yeah. But my Smash Bros character is Samus.
It's I mean, I like I've never played Final Fantasy, but there's this
But
really
you,
silly like remix of like Sephiroth's like fighting tune, and it's to like the Donkey Kong 64 soundtrack. And that's the only reason why I'm like even a fan of him, because like I can't listen to that song and be like, I don't care, so I have to pretend to care. But
fair. All right. Wait, are you picking Sephiroth for your team then?
I mean, for a
Or we
tall
just
person, I guess I have to, right?
All right, then that you've made 4 picks. I gotta make 2 to catch up here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Aaron Yeager
Oh
from
my
Attack on
god.
Titan. He's small, but when he goes Titan mode, he gets very big, and I think that's gonna be useful in a basketball court, right?
Right.
So, and then I'm going with size again. I'm going with Reinhardt. Now,
Reinhardt from Overwatch.
does Reinhardt get to keep the mech suit? I think that needs to be
I think he
discussed.
can. I think he can.
Okay, then I've got both speed and size. Like, Giannis going down the lane with all that strength and aggression. Imagine if he had Reinhardt's jet boosters behind his back. Like, it's like a better version of Giannis, right?
Yeah, and hit that like that shield for defense, like
Mm-hmm.
you're just cruising on the court.
Can't get in the paint. Can't get a shot
No,
up.
that's a perfect pick.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
do have
I
some
put some thought
Overwatch
into this.
characters too. That's yeah.
All right,
Let
so that's 4 for me, 4 for you. Who is your fifth?
me throw in an Overwatch character for you. I'm gonna do Zenyatta. Just
Ooh.
because when he transcends, he has arms like a ton of different arms. So like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if technically because he doesn't walk if it's traveling, if he does have the ball. But I feel like he'd be good at like at least under the hoop, playing post, just getting rebounds and just tossing them.
See, I was thinking of him like a Steph Curry. Like the man's got some aim. He is, launching those
Yeah, like
orbs
some good
from
threes.
distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think Zen underrated pick. I was trying to figure out which Overwatch character was going to be my choice. I felt like Reinhardt might have been too obvious. Zen is low key sneaky. I like it. All right, I'm going with a real person here. Um, I was trying to think which celebrity musicians would get people out or get people interested. Um, are you a Young Gravy fan?
I know him. I don't listen to him though.
Ah, see, my thing about Young Gravy, one, I just find him hilarious. I feel like his whole shtick, maybe not like the most musically talented, but hilarious. And he's like 6'8".
Is
The
he
dude
really
is
that tall?
ginormous. Yes.
Damn.
Just Google a picture of him right now.
I'm looking it up.
It's
Oh my god, he is. Holy shit. Yeah.
right.
Damn. I did not know he was that tall.
Like this is someone the NBA All-Star Game should actually try to get is hey, he's like what, maybe a C-list rapper, but huge. He could go ball. Be fun to
Yeah.
have out there.
It's a good pick. I should have looked. I don't know why I wasn't thinking tall for basketball. I was just like, okay, like silly. Um,
I
but for
mean,
a
you got Sonic.
musician,
You got speed on me.
that's true. I mean, like musician wise though, I was thinking Beethoven. Just because it'd be insane. Just like imagine like you're like going to this basketball game and like brand new team. Beethoven's just out on the court. Like, what do you even say to that? You know, no one's gonna believe you.
Yeah.
People are gonna think this is fake.
But then he just throws down an alley oop.
Exactly. Like I feel like he'd be so good at like I would even say 3-point like shots. Like I feel like he'd be tossing them just like rocks going into the water. Like he'd be crazy.
The thing about being a musician is it's all about feeling the rhythm of the music. And like
That
it
as well.
translates to being a point guard, translates to game flow. Yeah, Beethoven, good choice.
He's gonna have that discipline too, right? Because being classically trained, like that takes a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Listen, you've already gotten your psycho guy out there. I think my team needs a little bit of crazy. I have gone
Yes.
with like Reinhardt and whatnot. God, who's for my crazy? I'm going with Waluigi.
Oh my god. He's tall too. Oh my! I don't even know why I didn't
Well,
think of Waluigi.
Waluigi is the best Mario character. I am mad that
Oh,
he's not in
whoa,
more
whoa,
Mario-based
whoa,
stuff.
whoa. Best
Whoa.
Mario character?
Oh,
Really gonna
yeah.
say that? All
Who do you think
right.
is the best Mario character?
Listen, that's a totally different like subject podcast because I'll talk about it for 4 hours straight. But
Just give me the highlights. Who are your like top three?
top three, Luigi's number one. Just automatically number one.
Waluigi is a better Luigi.
He's purple.
Yeah, purple's great.
That's the no. He's the color of the Lakers. Okay?
As a Lakers fan, I see no problem in this.
I see major problems with that.
Okay, so Luigi, who else?
Kamek, the wizard guy, he's awesome. He just makes noises and he shoots magic at you.
Who is Kamek? I'm not deep enough in my Mario. I grew up with Mario. What have they done to the beautiful game I love?
He's from old games. He's not like new.
I wow. I have no idea who he is. All right, who's number three?
Number 3, Lakitu.
Who?
He's the guy from like Super Mario 64 and he follows you with the camera. He's also the one that's on a
Oh,
cloud on in like the 2D
okay.
Mario games and he throws shells at you.
I did not know his name. His name is Lakitu?
Yes.
Huh. Hmm. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. All right. Well, I've got 6 guys already. Luffy, Jason Momoa, Aaron Yeager, Reinhardt, Young Gravy, and Waluigi. What is your team looking like thus far?
You just named off everyone and I still feel like my team is like really weak because I have like Psycho, Kurt Russell, Sephiroth for height. I mean Zenyatta and Sonic I think are like my
Sonic is a
best players
superstar.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. Who are you picking next?
Okay. I don't know if you've ever played this game, but Engineer from Team Fortress 2.
Okay.
Um, just because I feel like he's super like handy and he's creative. Not saying he would use a sentry turret on the court, but I feel like other teams would be scared of him because of that knowledge, where it's like, okay, that guy can just out of thin air create a sentry gun. Let's be careful.
So are you thinking the sentry gun would be more useful offensively or defensively?
Both, actually.
It does have versatility that way.
Yes.
All right. Man, I did not have a counter for him, but I do like the idea of having a really big gun. So I'm going to go with my Super Smash Bros. Character of choice, which is Samus.
Okay, yeah.
Plus, one of the great things about the Celebrity All-Star game is that you do have both male and female celebrities out there. And like no one's good at basketball. So it's just like nice bonding moment. This nice, hey, the game is for everyone and type of deal. Now Sam's still gonna be
Yeah.
good at basketball. She can shoot, she's got some aim. Her tracking missile put some of that on a basketball and just send that thing straight in the hoop.
Yeah,
You're good. Like, right?
exactly. And like her hop, like she turns into a little ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She I can do the Sonic play with her where she
I was
turns
just about
into
to
a
say,
ball.
like you have a Sonic now, essentially.
Man, I don't have any good passers though. I'm looking at my team, and I think I've overlooked passing. I mean, like Luffy, I don't trust Luffy to throw someone accurately, uh,
Yeah.
and not go through a wall. I have to think about that. Who is your eighth guy?
Well, because you mentioned a female, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say I have one female. I know it's awful, but Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob.
She's a hooper.
She exact. That's the exact reason why I picked her.
Like we've got some game film, right?
Yeah.
I like
Plus,
it.
like when she went crazy over Texas, like that's aggression. That's the aggression I want to see on the court with my team. Like I want my team to put fear into the heart of others. And if you're like saying people from Texas are dumb, like she's gonna go insane and you'll blow up in a giant explosion. So
This feels oddly targeted because I have long held the stance that people from Texas are dumb. I am very anti-Texas. So choosing her, I don't think you knew that about me, but that is now an excellent, excellent selection.
did not know you
Because
did not like Texas.
Texas is the worst.
I've never
I
been.
so I went one time and I already hated Texas before I went, but it was a friend's wedding, which the friend called me like 10 days prior. I was like, hey, I'm getting married. Can you come perform the ceremony in Texas?
What?
And I was like, I didn't know you were dating anyone. And she's like, yeah, we started like a month ago. Uh
Married in a month? Oh my god.
yeah. They're actually a wonderful couple and have been married now at this point for like 8 years.
Holy
Um,
moly.
so like when you know, but the
You're
military, these things happen.
right.
Um, but so we're driving down this like back roads highway that we haven't seen anyone for hours, and we're going probably a faster than legally should admit speed on this because the road was 75 or something. We're going well over that, and it turns to dirt just like out
Oh,
of nowhere, and we almost just spin out and lose it because apparently that can happen where a road is 75 miles an hour and then becomes a dirt road. Who knew?
wouldn't have guessed.
No, I don't like Texas.
Yeah, that's a total valid reason.
All right.
Who do you got?
Man,
Who
I
do you
need a
got?
I need a passer. Um, and you know who is passing all of the records in the music industry? We're going with Taylor Swift.
No, really.
Listen, I think part of this is for a video game. This is for 2K24 or 2K25
Yeah, you do
maybe
have to
next year.
like get people to play this.
Yeah. Do you know how much this is going to help 2K sales if we put Taylor Swift in there?
A lot.
I'm not going to have to buy the game. My wife will have already bought it and logged like a couple hundred hours in it before I even know the game's released.
That's true. I feel like a lot of people will be in that boat.
She'll be better at me in 2K if they put Taylor in this game.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good like cash grab like person. I feel like a lot of teams need that and games. So
Yeah. Yeah. You want to have a successful franchise, you just got to put the most famous person in the planet in it right now. Most liked famous person. I'm sure there are more famous people, but like who doesn't like Taylor?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, that's my eighth person. Who do you got for number 9?
So for my passer, I'm gonna do a mind flare from like Baldur's Gate or I guess D&D, but
Yeah.
that's I feel like 100% would be passing the ball just at your teammates while also like throwing some weird philosophical questions at you, but like I think that's gonna be my passer.
Have your teammates already had the like mind flare larva ingested into them? Like
Yes.
can the mind flare know their thoughts? Are they
Yep.
telekinetically linked?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's good.
so that's how they all kind of communicate too on the court is with just like that, like, oh my god, I can sense this person's thoughts and they're gonna go for the stupidest play. Let me stop them.
That's really good. Can I draft a coach at this point?
Yes.
I would like to draft L from Death Note,
Oh my god.
and he specifically needs to coach in his little like crouch stance with his feet up. Like, just I want the camera to pan over to L, and that be how he's coaching.
That's good. Yeah.
Tactical genius.
I I wrote down from my coach, uh I don't know if you've gotten to part 5 of JoJo's,
I've
but
not.
uh Bruno Bucciarati is the coach for my team just because he's
Ooh.
already a powerful gang leader. So
Mm-hmm.
he already knows how to be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
And if he has to, he can throw people into the zipper realm with his sticky fingers stand. So yeah, I feel like he would be really good at
I
coaching.
like it. Sometimes you gotta take a chance on the wild side, the non-key guys that like will be the right fit for this team. Because I feel like we've already drafted our stars. Your team is captained by Sonic so hard that I'm mad that I didn't think of Sonic earlier. Like I needed a Sonic out here. Um, that was our ninth pick. I think when I had messaged you, I'd said 10, but I hadn't really thought about coaches in this. So you want to go 10 players and a coach or 12 players and a coach?
Well,
How many more you got?
that was it for my list.
That
But
is
I
all you
could
got.
yes, I could because I just threw Bruno as the coach. Like I could let me think. Now I have to think though for my last player because I didn't plan this guy. Hmm.
Well,
I don't have a lot of real life people. I have Beethoven and Kurt Russell. Trying to think of
who's
someone IRL
who's a modern celebrity that you like?
that I like right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
My hyperfixation for like the past like 2 months has been Henry Cavill, only because I just finished playing The Witcher and then I found out, oh my god, there's a Witcher TV show. I watched like 2 episodes
Mhm.
of it. I can't get into the show, but like I like the idea of there's a real life Witcher out there. So I think
Mhm.
I guess I could put Henry Cavill on my team. I like not even just because Witcher, but he was Superman, so like he can be Superman, I guess, on the
And he's got
court.
some, he's got some size. He'll match up great against my Jason Momoa.
That's true. That's true.
That there we go. We've got a little bit of size to go back and forth with each other. Um, this one may be a little bit cheating because he technically was a professional basketball player,
Uh oh.
but I think it'd be really funny to put Killian Hayes in here right now.
Oh my god.
Is Killian Hayes allowed? Do we have to veto Killian?
No, you can put Killian just because he's old now.
Well, it's old news. The Pistons
Yeah.
cut him. He's no longer in the league, and just it feels like the right move. He's no longer part of the team, but we'll bring him back for All Star.
I think that's totally fair.
Do you have your list written out?
It's on my phone. I'm gonna scroll up. Yes. Do you need my list?
Yeah, let's hear who all you've got.
Okay. Sonic, Kurt Russell, Psycho from Borderlands, Team Fortress 2, Engineer, Mind Flare from Baldur's Gate D&D, Bruno Bucciarati, Sonic. Oh, I have Sonic 3 times on my list. Oh, I actually have Tails on there too, but I did I he's crossed out.
I mean, you could bring in like an extra. There's like all stars that bring along their buddy, where it's like, listen, we know Giannis is the main guy, but I guess we'll
Right.
take Chris Middleton too, or Drew Holiday, and I think if you wanted to get Tails or Knuckles or someone else in the Sonic universe, that would be realistic.
Yeah. And then there's Sandy Cheeks, and then I have Beethoven. Yeah, I still I
Beethoven.
it's just still like I think he would be insane just to be like, oh, that is straight up Beethoven. Sephiroth for my height because I didn't think of someone with height.
Gotta have a big
He's
man.
kind of like thrown in there just now. I think he replaced Tails, truthfully, because you mentioned height, and I was like, oh yeah, height, like that's important. Oh my
Uh,
god.
and they will be matching up against Luffy, Aaron Yeager, Reinhardt, Waluigi, Samus, Jason Momoa, Taylor Swift, Young Gravy, Killian Hayes, and Coach L from Death Note.
Love that. And I forgot my Zenyatta. He's right here too.
Big
But
Z.
yep. I think that would be like if someone were to see a trailer of that, I think it's I don't
It-
even know. I don't even know like who would get all these rights, like to use these characters and these real people.
you know, I
Maybe
think part of the
Microsoft.
reason, yeah, I think part of the reason why the Celebrity All Star Game always sucks is because like people don't want to go out and be embarrassed.
Yeah.
But if you were to do this, where it's like, hey, these are all video game characters, or like we motion captured Jason Momoa and Henry Cavill out there, like
Oh,
I feel like
he's
more
not
people would
even on
do
my
it.
list. I gotta put him down because he was just put in now.
So wait, how many people did you end up with? And I think
Um,
you know
12
with
because I added Sephiroth, Henry Cavill. No, that's 11. Yeah, 11.
okay, and your coach.
Yeah.
Is it wait 11 players and a coach or 10
No,
and a coach?
I already had Bruno, and I was like, I could just throw Bruno as my coach.
Okay, I
So
think
there
I'm
was
missing
just
one.
9.
I only have yeah, I've got 9 players, one coach. All right, yeah, works.
Yeah.
I was worried that you were gonna snag Luffy or like Aaron from me. So I'd also prepared to draft, if needed, Pedro Pascal
The
and Hafthor Bjornsson, the Mountain. So I was very focused
mountain.
on size.
Yes. I was more focused on like insane people on my team. I was more focused on just like the element of surprise and the element of like what the actual fuck is this? Like
You know, there is a thing is too much crazy though. You might tip the scales and fallen off the deep end.
maybe like my team's gonna turn into like someone no one cares about, like the Washington Wizards or whatever.
Damn. So mean.
Just don't name one person you've ran into that said I'm a Washington Wizards fan.
You know what? I listened to a podcast actually that is hosted by a Wizards fan.
Oh no.
Um and they did an annual or they do an annual like most depressing teams draft, and he made the case for a solid like 20 minutes why the Wizards are worse and more depressing than the Pistons.
Oh
And
wow, really?
it it was a solid case. It convinced me. The Pistons, at least, we don't have guys under contract. We don't have like a lot of long-term bad money. The Wizards are garbage and have bad salaries, and like
Yeah.
they got nothing going for them. So, well, this was fun. Thank you for coming on and
For
talking a
having
little
me.
hoops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was a lot of fun.
Well, for anyone that's on my audience that doesn't follow you, where can they follow you? Give me your pluggables.
Yes, I am on YouTube under Blangelaaa, and that is 3 A's at the end. I have an Instagram and then a TikTok, and that's really all I use, but you can find me there under Blangelaaa.
Thanks. And you can follow me, Nate underscore Hoops Temple on TikTok, or email us, hoopstemple@gmail.com. Also, we're on YouTube, just Hoops Temple. Love to hear from you guys.